So we start the presentation of analysis of business leaders. Myself, Shubham, and here my group members, Sumita, Subhash, and Siddharth. So let's start this with the introduction. So here we're going to talk about Satya Nadella, transformational CEO of Microsoft since 2014. Microsoft towards cloud computing, prompt empathy, innovation in corporate culture, combine modern leadership theories, transformational servants, and group analyzed Satya Nadella using real world applications and theories. So now we move to the next one. So it talks about his leadership traits and impacts. So since start like firstly we start with strength and concerns in Nadella's leadership, under which Microsoft grow up to a new level and comes up with new things like Copilot and another Microsoft's inventions. And he's like very empathic, having empathy, adaptability, and resilience, which he shows towards his staff and team, and they're just doing brilliant job. He's also having a really good strengths, emotional intelligence, humility, and openness to change, whether it comes to the new innovations and new updates to the challenges which every day happens in like Microsoft. And also enabled innovation focused culture shift, which also helps in working throughout the Microsoft new inventions. There's also some criticism in Microsoft, initially seen as non-aggressive, risk of being perceived passive, and he's very good at handling in those things. Now I'll hand it over to my team's member, Smita.
Yeah. Thank you, Shubham. So I'll be talking about behavioral patterns and key traits. Under this, it's strategic and reflective, serves as the main cognitive style which Nadella has employed. Through system thinking, he evaluates how different parts within his organization interrelate according to theme. Such strategic investments in Azure cloud services together with AI represent Microsoft's united strategic maneuvering that was facilitated by his leadership approach. He displays reflective thinking by concentrating upon empathy alongside acquiring lessons from mistakes. The inclusive leadership approach by Nadella serves as his main method to interact with people who have different personalities. Based on both his team's personality traits and their current needs, they basically require that he utilizes the leadership theory proposed by Hersey and Blanchard. He creates a safe environment for employees to express their thoughts while inviting all individuals to share their ideas. His support for multiple viewpoints creates valuable teamwork conditions which breed innovation and build confidence across the entire team. But in this approach, there sure is a risk of indecisiveness in crisis situations, but the strongest trait of this approach being empathy. So that's how he has explained his approach on behavioral patterns and key traits. So handing over to my team member Subhash to continue with.
Hi everyone, my name is Subhas and I'm going to talk about his cognitive style and inclusive interaction. He has like cognitive and strategic approach to deal with his things, reflective and system thinking. He was empathetic and failure analysis, adopts mercy and Blanchard situational leadership. Is the adopt leadership based on personality types, reference since 2006 and Hersey Blanchard 1982. And get the next slide.
Yep.
And he used to possess the qualities like he was visionary and empathetic, holistic, leadership, embraces open source innovation, strategic and empathetic thinker, and combines courage with people-centered leadership. He used to value empathetic and it was as a source of motivation and innovation for him. Thank you. I want to pass it to Sid.
Yes, myself Siddharth Mahindra. Now I'm going to talk about the emotional intelligence development. Fostering EQ in the workplace uses Daniel Goleman and EQ principles, promotes empathy and collaboration, provides team building and the trust-based programs, builds confident and motivated employees.
All right, Siddharth, like, can you please continue about ethics and moral leadership
Okay.
as
Ethics and moral leadership. Ethical culture at Microsoft, founded Ether for AI ethics, advocates transparency, privacy, responsible innovation, follows servant leadership model, encourage moral behavior via policies and example.
well? All right. Smita, you're on mute. Yeah.
Yeah. So just to conclude our presentation for today, so Satya Nadella demonstrates modern human-centered leadership while leading Microsoft. So his leadership is based on empathy together with strategic thinking and emotional intelligence, and the ethical focus and inclusive leadership principle altered both Microsoft's workplace environment and its public outreach. So the combination of this transformational together with situational and servant leadership frameworks helps explain how Nadella achieves his results, and his leadership methods deliver essential knowledge about managing in today's business world. So by this, we conclude our presentation as a team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Smita. So here are the references, and thank you everyone for joining here today. Thanks a